Hello everyone, happy Sunday. Welcome back to another live stream, weekly live stream. Hopefully I haven't stuffed up any of the settings again like I do all the time. Let me just make sure that we are proper live. Let me see. Looks like we are good to go. And hopefully we will see a few people jumping on soon. So for those that are new, I always like to introduce this series. Every Sunday I do a live stream where I jump on and talk about new releases. And I do it live because I really like having the live interaction with you guys, and you can jump on and let me know your thoughts straight away in the comments. And if at any point throughout this live stream you can't hear me, you can't see me, please let me know in the chat and I will see if I can fix it. So as usual, I always save throughout the week the new beauty releases on my Instagram, and then I jump on the Sunday and let you know my thoughts on the new releases. Brain fart there for a second. Okay, so I'm just going over to my Instagram to grab up my saved page, and then we can start chit-chatting about the new releases. Sorry, you can hear me stirring my drink. What are you doing? Okay. So the first thing that I'm going to talk about is the Huda Beauty Tan Tour. Now, this is similar to the Chanel Sol de Tan de Chanel, which is a product that I have kind of been intrigued to try for a very long time. So this is Huda Beauty's version of that product, pretty much. It's a it's a cream tanning. Well, it's a cream tan, so like bronze and contour product. So she's kind of put it in the middle of the color range between a bronzer and a contour, because in her little spiel about when she released this, she said that she finds that contouring shades can sometimes be a bit gray or muddy, and bronzers can tend to feel orange, which I kind of agree with her in that sense. Having really pale skin, sometimes bronzers can look really, really orange on my skin. And then same with the contour. Sometimes it can look like a really gray shadow on my skin if the color is off. So I really applaud her for trying to find and create a new product where there's something missing in the market, because I am inclined to agree with her when it comes to her statement about bronzers being too orange and contours being too gray. So these are going to be a cream product. It's going to be $30 and we have a total of 5 shades. So not the best shade range, but I think the shade range that those 5 shades covers is fairly decent for a bronzing contouring product. A lot of the time brands only bring out 1 shade. So I applaud her for bringing out 5 shades. I don't know whether the shade range is the best. These are the swatches of all 5 of them, heavily built up. So this dark one on the end here, I think that that's probably a pretty good color, but as always, I can't 100% comment on whether this color is going to be good for a lot of people with darker skin tones, obviously, because I am as pale as a sheet of paper. In terms of this fair color though, I'm not sure how that would go for me, but I'm interested to check this product out in store and see what it's like, potentially swatch them. But these swatches, they don't really make the product look any good, in my opinion. They're very, very built up. And traditionally, this is the kind of product that you want to know that it's blendable. You're going to be blending it out. You're going to be like putting product under your foundation. So you're going to be like carving your cheekbones out and your forehead, anywhere that you want to contour, out under your foundation, or even sometimes over the top, depends on how you like to do your cream products. But you want to know that these products are going to blend to begin with, and you want to know that they're also not going to like lift any of your foundation around it. Different things like that, and having them very heavily built up to the point where it looks exactly the same as like the product in the pan. So this is what they look like in the pan, and then this is what the swatches look like. It's pretty much exactly the same. So it's not really helpful, I think, for the consumer to have a swatch like this for this kind of product. If it's an eyeshadow, great. If it's a foundation, I guess great. If it's a full coverage product, but I don't think it's a really good idea for this kind of product. Launches on the 8th of May at hudabeauty.com. So that would mean that it has already released on hudabeauty.com. Not sure when these are going to be coming to Australia. Probably never, probably in 10 years' time. But yeah, they look cool, and I'm interested to give them a swatcheroo when I'm in store at Sephora. And it does have a double-ended brush, which I absolutely hate double-ended brushes. There's a sculpt and shade brush. I hate double-ended brushes. They're the worst brushes to store, to clean. Oh, I hate double-ended brushes. But the brush is $28 US. So yeah, that is that. Marc Jacobs have come out with a new skincare line. It's called, I believe, the whole line, I think, is called the Youthquake line, but he has recently added another product to the line, which is the Hydra Full Retexturizing Gel Cream. This is going to be $59 US, which is a heck of a lot of money for a gel cream. So it's a moisturizer with like exfoliating enzymes in it. Cool concept, but $59 for a product that you essentially going to use as a moisturizer is it's a lot of money to pay. It's got pineapple in it too, by the looks of it. So it's formulated with 54% enzymatic pineapple water, 5% encapsulated sodium hyaluronate. Supposed to give you an instant glow. Hydration lasts for 24 hours. Suitable for normal to dry skin. So it's not going to be suitable for me at all. Yeah. But I think it could be cool if you have a dry skin type. Sorry, my nose is just getting a little bit runny. Yeah, but $59 is so much money to pay for a moisturizer. It's so much money to pay for a moisturizer. I like to invest like in the kind of middle area of my skincare routine. So like serums, scrubs, not even scrubs, like some low-end scrubs are really good, but like the serum area, like serums, retinols, even facial oils. Sometimes I'll invest in a decent facial oil, but I'm happy with like a rosehip oil. But yeah, when it comes to the start of the routine, so cleansers, I'm happy for a cheap ass cleanser from Priceline, and same with like moisturizers. As long as it's not like a really oily moisturizer or a crappy moisturizer, like I'll happily pay like $20 for a moisturizer. But $59 is a lot of money to pay. The jar looks quite small as well. I'm wondering if it shows. It's a 50 ml jar, so pretty standard for a moisturizer. I think Marc Jacobs should just stick to makeup though. Model Rock have come out with a new brow collection. So they have brow powders, cream pomades, pencil products, and what we've got, brow gels. They've got a mascara. And what else do we have? We have brow brushes and a 4-piece set with a gift box. Right. That's a bit interesting. To be honest, I'm a little bit surprised that Model Rock haven't brought something out like this before. I know they traditionally are known for lashes, but it's not far to travel up from lashes to eyebrows. And same with the mascara. I'm surprised they haven't brought out a mascara before. They generally do false lashes. But yeah, I'm surprised they haven't brought out a mascara before. I'm a little bit shocked to know that they haven't brought out a mascara before. Model Rock, I believe, are an Australian brand too. So I'm hyped to see an Australian brand, like a good, solid Australian brand that's really well known for a certain product, expanding their range into something new. Ugh. My nose is getting drippy. Sorry, guys. Yeah, so these products are pretty reasonably priced. The brow powder is $28. The pomade is $32. The pencil define and fill, so similar to the Anastasia Brow Wiz, is $24. So they're all about that same price range as like Benefit brow products and Anastasia Beverly Hills. They're all like about that price range. So I don't think it's a bad price for like brow products. Traditionally, we see brow products, for some reason, they can be super expensive, which I don't know why we need to be paying so much for brow products. But anyway, I'm interested to see more about these products. I think you can only buy them online though. I'm not sure where else you can get Model Rock. I think it's more like smaller like salons have their products. But there's no big retail chains from my understanding that stock these products or anything. And we have 6 shades in each. There's no red shade though, from what I can see. There's auburn, dark brown, blondie, ash brown, medium brown, and ebony. So if you are a redhead, there's not really any color in the range for you, but I would imagine if there's demand for it and if people are asking for it, they probably would extend their range. Michelle is saying that she uses Clinique and Clarins skincare, but they'd be cheaper than Marc Jacobs. Yeah, they're kind of like the next step down. Like Australian, I feel like sometimes Australian skincare and Australian prices are a bit all over the place. Usually people in America, they're like, that's drugstore and that's high end. Whereas in Australia, there's the lines are very blurred. And Clinique, they're expensive, but then yeah, they're not as expensive as some really, really high end skincare. What else? I'd be interested to check out this Model Rock brow products, but I do have a very large backup of brow products. I have no idea why I have such a large backup of brow products, but I'd like to get through them first before trying this out. One thing I will say is this brow gel looks really good. It's a clear brow gel, $22, which is pretty pricey for a brow gel, but the brush looks like it's really tiny. I've just recently opened my full size of my Anastasia clear brow gel, and the brush on that thing is huge. It's like the size of a mascara brush. And I have a mini and the brush is perfect, but the brush on the large size, it's would easily be like this big. It's huge. I think that's all I need to say about that. Lethal Cosmetics are coming out with a few new eyeshadow colors, and I am pretty interested, to say the least. This is the color here. It's called Ariel, and it is like a beautiful aquamarine, tealy, shimmery color. Oh, this looks beautiful. This looks absolutely beautiful, this color. And I think I've got a swatch here. It is the color in the middle. This color here. It is beautiful when my camera focuses. But they're coming out with a few colors like this that are really shimmery. There was another sneak peek. This is the other sneak peek that I think I showed you guys a couple of weeks ago, but this one's called Enigma. So they're coming out with like a range like this of really beautiful shimmering colors. And I think that depending on what other colors they bring out in this range, I may potentially pick up some of these. This Enigma color is supposed to be duochrome, same with the Ariel color. So if they come out with like a full palette of these duochrome colors, I'm keen. I'm very, very keen. Yes, it is so pretty, isn't it, Michelle? It is so pretty. And I've heard really good things about Lethal Cosmetics recently. So I'm keen to jump on the bandwagon and check them out. And there's a few that are already in their line. I've had a look at them and they look really pretty. Lethal Cosmetics, I think, is from Belgium? Berlin. They're from Berlin. So it's a German brand and they have these empty palettes. Let me see if I can find some for you. So they have these palettes that you can either buy already designed. So they have some designs already on their website of set palettes. So you can just go on their website and buy one that they've already designed, or you can design your own. So you can pick out the 12 shadows and then the end palette, and it comes shipped to you and you throw it all in the palette. Really like the idea. I'm keen to check them out. Very keen to check them out. And they have some of these other colors. This green, this Venom color, beautiful. Very, very keen to try some of these. Anyway, moving on. So I think that's going to go on my wish list. I'm not sure if Lethal Cosmetics do any kind of sales throughout the year. I might have a hunt down through their Instagram and see if maybe they did a Black Friday sale last year or something, and see if I can find when they do their sales. Next, we have a new brand, and this is an Australian brand. This is Rouge. I think it's called Rouge Cosmetics, and they are coming out with some liquid lipsticks. Now, these guys don't appear to have their website set up. They're just kind of creating the hype around their brand. I'm very interested to see what this brand has to offer, particularly because it's an Australian brand. You guys know I love supporting Australian brands. Some of the colors in this liquid lipstick line are very pretty. They're very pretty colors. Probably not traditionally your normal colors that people would come out with in like an initial launch of liquid lipsticks. So I'm very keen to see how much these are going to cost. I have no idea how much they are. They've just showed the products, no prices yet, no website yet. But I'm interested to see what this brand's got to offer. And they do also have some highlighters. These appear to be loose highlighters though, which I'm not the biggest fan of loose highlighters. But if they're not too expensive, I might maybe grab the lightest one and try it out. And yeah, have a look at the liquid lipsticks as well. What else was I going to say? They're cruelty-free as well, which is always good. Yeah, so I'm going to keep an eye on this brand and see how much those liquid lipsticks are. And if they do release a price soon in the near future, I'll let you know about the prices. Kate Somerville is coming out with some new skincare. So these are 2 new serums. So we have the KX Active Concentrate Biomimicking Peptides Serum and the Active Concentrates Ceramides and Omegas Serum. These are both $98 each, which, holy moly, that's a lot of money. But like I said before, I'm kind of happy to pay within reason that kind of money for a serum. 1, if it's going to last me a decent amount of time, and 2, if it's actually going to do something to my skin, I'm happy to pay that kind of price. So I'm interested to see what these are like. I don't know. You can get Kate Somerville from Mecca. I think they're at both Mecca Maxima and Mecca Cosmetica. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to comment on skincare whether I would buy it or not. Michelle says, love a long name. I know. And the tongue twisting names with like all the ingredients in them. I'm just having a look to see what the claims are. So the mimicking peptide says it's supposed to increase the appearance of firmness and elasticity, reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, improve the skin barrier, smooths and revitalizes skin, provides instant moisture. And then the other one with the ceramides and the omegas is supposed to relieve visible symptoms of sensitive skin, support natural lipid barrier for healthy looking skin, soothes of sensations of burning. That doesn't make any sense. Soothes the sensations of burning and itching. So this one appears to be more of a serum for those with sensitive skin. So if you have any like irritations or anything like that. This appears to be designed to help that. I don't know whether designed to help post laser and other treatments. So I don't know whether this would be something that you would use for a prolonged period of time. I guess if you have super, super sensitive skin, it could probably help. But I don't think that one would benefit me. Probably more the first one, the mimicking peptides serum would benefit my skin more than the omega serum. I can get like really red skin, obviously because I'm super pale, but I generally don't get overly sensitive skin nowadays. My skin is pretty okay to try anything. So I'd probably go with the first one. Moving on, Tarte have come out with a new highlighter palette, and this is under their Sugar Rush brand. So that's like their sub-brand. Michelle says, brought an eye product from her. It was nice at first, but then it irritated after a while. Unsure if it went off in heat or developed an allergy. I'm hesitant to try anything again due to the price. Yeah, I've tried the Kate Somerville Exfoliate, and it can be pretty aggressive on your skin. If you're having like skin sensitivities already, and then you use that, like your skin's gone. So I do agree with you, Michelle, that sometimes her stuff can be a little bit hit and miss. If you have sensitive skin, I'd probably shy away from Kate Somerville. I think some of her ingredients and some of her products can be pretty intense on your skin. Is that the eye cream that claimed to solve all your problems in the world? And I think I got a sample of that one as well, and I wasn't really impressed. I read all the claims on the packet, and it was supposed to solve everything bar like world hunger and world peace, and it didn't really do anything for me. I can't even remember what it's called. I think it's the one in the pink tube, in the pink pump bottle. Anyway, back to the Fresh and Frosted highlighter palette. This is a very generic palette, but I kind of understand why they have brought this out. This is a 3-pan highlighter palette. It's only $23. We have a white gold shimmer, a gold shimmer, and a rose gold shimmer in the palette. I don't think that it's anything groundbreaking, but I kind of understand why they've brought it out. It's kind of bulking out that Sugar Rush collection, which is what a lot of brands seem to be doing lately. They seem to be bringing out a lot of products that aren't new to the market, but new to their collections. I mean, they're very pretty colors, but not for me. I don't know. I think it's cute little package, like cute packaging, nice and small, $23, decent price for a brand from Tarte that's supposed to be like on the lower price range and more designed for the younger audience. I don't know. I think it's a cool product. Not personally a product that I would buy, but I think there's definitely room in their collection and that Sugar Rush line for this product. This is an exciting product. Nooks have brought out a new scent in their dry oil. I'm not going to say the actual name because I'm terrible at French and I'm going to butcher it, but they have brought out a new scent in the dry oil, and it is a floral scent. I actually really like this dry oil. I think it's really great if you have super dry skin, particularly over winter. It's a good one. It moisturizes and sinks into your skin really nicely. I've always really enjoyed the scent of it. So I'm kind of interested to check out this new floral scent and see what it's like. I don't know. It's a pretty random product. It's a pretty random product, I think. Like, they've had that dry oil for like 20 years, 20 plus years. It's been one of their standout products. Like, if you ever went to France back in the day before we had Nooks in Australia, it was like the number one product that everyone I don't want to say the number one because it probably would have been the Rêve de Miel, the lip balm. It was one of the two products that everyone always recommended you get from Nooks, was the dry oil and the Rêve de Miel. So I'm pretty surprised that it's taken them this long to come out with a new scent, but it's cool. It's cool. I'll check it out. I want to see what it smells like. Now, yeah, so that sugar rush, I definitely agree with you, Michelle. It's good for teens starting out in makeup. Yeah, I guess it probably could be a little bit cheaper, but sometimes when you're a teen, you don't want to just buy the crap stuff. Like you want something that's a little bit more cool and hip, I guess. Showing my age there. Yeah, you want something that's a little bit more exciting that you can kind of show off to your friends rather than just the cheap stuff from Priceline. Speaking of cheap stuff from Priceline, Elf have come out with skincare, and this is not something that's for me, but I do think it's a cool idea. The packaging is really nice, and like I really like this aesthetic. I really like this kind of packaging. It's very, what's the brand that I'm thinking of when I see this stuff? I can't even remember. Laneige. It's very Laneige. Um, I really like this packaging. The prices are really good. We've got $6, $8, $12. Looks like you can get the whole set for 38 US dollars. So I think if you are just starting to get into skincare, this could be really good. We have cleanser, toner, moisturizer, and a mask, but I don't know what kind of mask it is. Let me have a look. So it looks like it's a moisturizing mask. So yeah, interesting. I'm excited to see where Elf takes this. Probably not for me out of all this. If I was going to try something, probably would try the cleanser. But it's not for me, but I think it's cool to see them expanding into skincare and like Makeup Revolution's expanding into skincare at the moment. Elf's doing it now. Like, what other cheap brand are we going to see expanding into skincare in the near future? Probably BYS. God knows. Moving on, we have Viseart have released 2 new eyeshadow palettes. So these are 12-pan eyeshadow palettes. But I think the one thing that's really interesting about these palettes is the new packaging. Traditionally, Viseart comes out with that plastic packaging with the clear plastic lid. These are the same form of packaging as the Grande Pro and those mini palettes that they have, the blush palettes, the lip palettes, whatever else they have in these palettes. But these are the 12-pan palettes with the same kind of packaging. And I really like this idea. I really, really like this idea. They're saying that these are designed to be travel friendly. I just really like this packaging of the Viseart palettes over the clear plastic lids. I understand the practicality of the clear plastic lids, particularly if you're going to take them like on set, if you're a makeup artist, or if you're taking them to do a bridal makeup. Really handy to have that clear lid. But for the everyday user, I really like this packaging. I think it's really cool. The colors that they've come out with these 2 palettes, I really like them. The pink one, I don't traditionally like pinks, but there's something about this pink palette that's just grabbing my attention. These are not traditionally colors that I would grab for. I much prefer like the purpler tones in the same depth, I guess you could say. But there's something about this pink palette that is just grabbing my eye. Even the red palette's really pretty as well. But I really like this packaging. I really, really like this packaging. I think a cool idea for Viseart would be, I think a cool idea for this Viseart palette would be to release this packaging with the singles that they've just brought out. So the singles, you can buy the singles now from Muse Beauty Pro, and you can put them into their traditional clear packaging. I think it would be cool if they gave people the option of having this palette or the other one. I don't know. I think that would be a cool idea. This says that it's coming to Beautylish. They're exclusive to Beautylish. So that's a bit disappointing. I don't have a price. I was trying to see what the price was. Oh, hang on. Here we go. 39 US dollars. 39 US dollars. That, I think that's cheaper than That's cheaper than the 9-pan palette that I got in my lucky bag. I think that one was $49 US. These are only 39. Oh my God. I can't believe these are only $39 US. That's pretty cheap. I must admit, that's pretty cheap for Viseart, however you want to say it. So that's probably about 50 Australian dollars, which I think is pretty good for a 12-pan eyeshadow palette from Viseart. Not gonna lie, I'm pretty impressed with that pricing. Michelle says I might finally buy something from an international brand. Yeah, I'm interested. Michelle, if you get this palette, can you please let me know what it's like? Because I'm very interested. Viseart palettes, like the mattes, blend beautifully. Like there's just a beautiful formula to work with. So I don't think you'd be disappointed if you did get this palette. If it's colors that you would normally wear, I don't think you'd be disappointed if you got these palettes. And Beautylish do free shipping over, I think it's $50 US. So yeah, you'd have to pay for shipping. Physicians Formula are coming out with some new products. So we have the new Petal Glow highlighter and an SPF 30 moisturizer. Cool. I don't really have anything to say about these. Cool. It looks like they're coming out with a full like rose range. Physicians Formula is way too hard to get in Australia, so that's kind of why I'm a bit like, whatever. I wouldn't go out of my way to try and find these by any means. But yeah, it looks like they've got like a serum and a moisturizer and something else and something else. I don't know. I'm not really interested in this. Same with the next one. Winky Lux have come out with the sister palette to their coffee line. This is the Latte Kitten. It's a 9-pan palette. This is what the swatches look like. Pretty boring. Nice everyday colors, but nothing that I need in my collection. And there's also a coffee bronzer in the shade Espresso. Cool. Decent prices. We've got $25 US for the eyeshadow palette, $20 US for the bronzer. Not interested though. Innisfree have paired up with Fila Korea, and these products are available on Yes Style. And this collection is huge. It is huge. There's like everything in this collection. There's like eyeliners, there's I think lip balms, I think there's cheek products. Like there's everything in this collection. Let me just see if I can get some more details about exactly what is in this collection. So we've got 8 glitter liners, 2 glitter gel pots, 4 blushes, 3 liquid lipsticks, 3 face SPF products, 2 face kits. We've got glitter stickers and fake tattoos. Like there's everything in this collection. Yeah. I think I'm not sure what the face SPF products are, but I think they're like 2 different formulas of SPF products. I'm interested in the glitter liners, not gonna lie. What else is there? Liquid lipsticks I could definitely pass on. Same with the blushes. Innisfree have a store in Melbourne Central. I don't think they have a store anywhere else in Australia at the moment. You can get them on Yes Style if you're interested in any of this collection. And I don't think I am interested in any of this collection. Like I said, I'm interested to see what the glitter liners look like, but I don't. Let me see if I can get some swatches. I don't think I've seen any swatches. So if they were really like not translucent, I'd be interested. So I might check them out and see what they're like. I can't even really see what colors they are. Yeah, so I'm going to keep an eye on those glitter liners. If they're too expensive, I won't be buying them. But if they're a decent price, I may be interested. So this collection seems very, very weird. Like, not weird, just a bit random. It's like when Puma that paired up with MAC and they did the shoes and then the makeup. That collection was very weird as well. So I find it weird sometimes when makeup brands pair up with sporting brands. It just doesn't, unless you're coming out with sports makeup, like that new CoverGirl collection where it was like the gym friendly makeup. Unless you're coming out with stuff like that, it's a bit random. That's just my opinion. Juvia's Place, I was really interested in this palette, and I think I mentioned it last week when I saw a sneak peek of that they were bringing out a new palette. Juvia's Place have come out with a coral palette, and I am a little bit disappointed, to say the least. Sorry, I'll just check the comments. Maxim, hello, welcome. Michelle, I don't know why, but the name Winky Lux just makes me shudder. Yeah, it is a bit of a cringe brand name, isn't it? It's just sort of like, what were you thinking when you came up with that name? Yeah, so this palette is a combination of warm and cool tones. So I like that idea. I just don't think that I don't think I'm interested in the colors, particularly the grays. I just feel like the grays are just going to look weird on me. So I'm a little bit disappointed in this. I do really like the Juvia's Place formula, so I might maybe pick this up when I make an order just to, complete the collection and maybe see what the grays are all about. But I don't think that they're going to really suit me. I think grays look really nice on like darker skin tones, not really lighter skin tones. It can just look a bit weird, in my opinion. Some people can rock like any color they want. Sometimes I just feel like certain colors look really weird on me. Huda Beauty, more from Huda Beauty. She's coming out with a setting spray. And when I saw this picture here, I think she's like teamed up with RuPaul's Drag Race to kind of promote the product. When I saw this photo here, I was like, is she just coming out with bottles of hairspray that you spray on your face? Like, I get the whole concept, because that's kind of where the whole setting your face craze came from, was the drag community. But these bottles really look like hairspray. They really, really look like hairspray. Yeah, I just saw another photo of this, and it looks like it's going to be an aerosol. So I don't know. It's an ultra matte finish spray as well. So it's going to probably make your face look really tight and make it feel like it's going to crack if you move your face. This is what the bottle looks like. Really simple packaging, like the traditional Huda Beauty like logo packaging that she goes for when she does her products. I'm not going to pick this one up. Yeah, I know I'm absolutely obsessed with facial sprays at the moment, but I don't think this is one that I'm interested in, just purely because of the matte finish. I feel like it's probably going to really dry my skin out. And yeah, I don't like the idea of the aerosol either. I just feel like aerosol is so unnecessary when it comes to facial sprays. I just feel it's unnecessary. That's just my opinion as well. I'm throwing a lot of opinions out there today. Kat Von Don't has released the final version of Liner X, and this is called the Ultra Ink Liner. Cool. You do you, Kat Von D. So this is supposed to be the tattoo liner's bolder sister with a flexible felt tip for instant black intensity. That right there, my friends, that word felt tip means I'm not going to buy this at all. Every time I have used a felt tip eyeliner, it has like bled all over, not all over my eyelids, but it just doesn't flex across your eyes properly. And every time like I lay down my wing, it just seems to like bleed and spread. I really don't like felt tips. So that for one is a big fat pass for me. 2 is that it's Kat Von Don't. And 3 is the fact that this is that dodgy liner that they made people pay for, even though that they were still testing it. Totally disagree with that. Anyway, that was like the crowd tested, crowd sourced eyeliner where they made it like an exclusive at Sephora US to test it, but they still made people pay for it. Very, very dodgy. What else have we got? Nabla Cosmetics have come out with the Secret palette. This is launching on the 22nd of May. I'm on the fence about this palette. I was really interested in the Poison Garden palette, and that palette got some very poor reviews. So I've kind of come to the realization that Nabla, when it comes to their singles, it's amazing, but when it comes to their palettes, it seems to be a lesser formula. So I'm kind of scared to buy this palette, to be honest. This is what the swatches look like. This image here looks very photoshopped, but this like blue color here, this like tealy blue green, that's very pretty, not gonna lie. But like I said, I'm very dubious when it comes to their eyeshadow palettes. So I don't know. This is probably really going to be one that I'm going to have to wait for people to review before I even consider buying, because I'm not willing to spend my own money for that risk, because of past palettes from them have always had really poor reviews. Like, they traditionally with their palettes have really poor reviews, but their singles have absolutely amazing reviews. So I don't know what it is about Nabla. They seem to have like a different formula for their singles and for their eyeshadow palettes. It's very weird. But the colors, I don't know. I'm like in one mind about the colors. Like, yes, I really like them. At the same time, I'm like, it's not really adding anything new to my collection. But there are like 3 or 4 colors in the palette that really grab my attention. It's got a matte black in there though, which I really don't like it when they put matte blacks in palettes. It just seems like a total waste of a color in a palette for me. All the photos that they've taken of the swatches look really edited as well. I'm not sure how I feel about that one. Colourpop have come out with more stuff. Again, even more products. We have the Ultra Matte Liquid Lip Set. So this is $58 or $7 each. I don't know whether these all must be new colors. So the set consists of, looks like 12 colors. $58 is not a bad price for a set of 12 liquid lipsticks. I don't like their ultra matte lip formula. Dries my lips out like you wouldn't believe. Like, my lips look like the Sahara Desert after using these liquid lipsticks. So I'm not interested. The colors are a bit Some of the colors even look quite translucent. Particularly this end here. The darker colors look quite translucent when they're laid down. So I feel like you're probably going to have to build them up quite a lot, and they look a bit patchy. So yeah, I'm not quite sure. Bye, Michelle. Thank you for popping in. I hope to see you next week. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your Mother's Day too. Next, we have Dior have come out with a fair few new products. So we have more products to the Backstage line. So there's an eyeshadow palette and a glow palette. But then it looks like they've come out with primers as well. Yeah, so they've come out with a primer to match with their Backstage face and body foundation, but then there's also a highlighter palette and an eyeshadow palette. Not interested in the eyeshadow palette, which is this one up here. I don't think it's really anything new. I feel like Dior is definitely one of those brands where they have a loyal audience, and their audience tends to like a lot of their stuff or buys a lot of their stuff. But in terms of trying to bring in new customers, I don't think they really do a good job. This highlighter palette though, it's very pretty, not gonna lie. And then yeah, the primer, I mean, it's cool. It probably goes really well with their foundation. This is not really a palette that everyone's going to be able to use every single color in it. I wish brands would stop bringing out highlighter palettes like this. If you're going to bring out a highlighter palette, make sure you bring out a couple of different highlighter palettes to match different colored skin tones. Don't just assume that one highlighter palette with 4 colors is going to match every single person's skin tone, because it's not. You're either going to only be able to use one color or maybe 2 or 3 of them. You're not going to be able to use all 4 of these, especially me. This darker color is definitely not going to work for me. I just wish that they would stop, that brands in general would stop doing this. So needless to say, I'm not going to buy any of this stuff, and it's going to be way, way too expensive for my liking. We're looking at $49 for the eyeshadow palette and $36 for the primer. I have no idea how much the palette is, but $49 for a 9-pan eyeshadow palette that looks like that. No, I'm not going to spend that much money. Something that I am super excited about. This is the Suva Beauty's new product. They are coming out with a highlighter palette. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what is in this highlighter palette. It looks like it might have like shifty colors in it. I traditionally am I'm a big fan of Suva Beauty, so I'll probably pick this up at some point. Suva Beauty at the moment cannot go wrong in my eyes. I absolutely love their products. I think they're so good. And this is the Bob Boo. For any of you that follow Suva Beauty on Instagram, they have this character that jumps on every now and then called Bob Boo. Absolutely awesome. So this is like Bob Boo's collaboration with Suva Beauty to make this highlighter palette. So excited to see what is inside this palette. This is another palette that grabbed my attention. This is the Midas Cosmetics Flower Bomb palette. This palette looks beautiful. Oh my gosh. It looks so beautiful. Look at those colors. I think I'm pretty interested. This is $29. Ships on May the 24th. So this is like a pre-order. Some of these colors, oh my gosh, they look beautiful. This may be something that I'm interested in. I might jump on a bit later and check out how much shipping is from Midas Cosmetics. But $29, we're looking at probably close to 50. No, it'd be probably closer to 40, 45 Australian dollars for the price of this palette. Which I don't think is a terrible, I don't think that's a terrible deal considering this is a 21-pan eyeshadow palette. We have 12 mattes, 3 shimmers, and 6 pressed glitters. That is probably the one thing that might sway me from not buying it, is the fact that it's got pressed glitters in it. I don't really like pressed glitters in palettes, so maybe I might try and see some reviews of this palette before I buy it. But some of the colors are really pretty. Oh, too many brands coming out with very pretty makeup at the moment. What else do we have? We've still got a fair bit of stuff to talk about. Hold on to your hats, everyone. Bitter Lace Beauty have come out with diamond highlighters. When I saw these, I thought that these were very reminiscent of the MAC, what is it? The Christmas collection with those eyeshadows. You know, the one, I think the one just gone, the Pretty Little Things, Pretty Little Something collection. This reminded me of that. These are highlighters. I like the fact that they come in a smaller size as well. I think that's really cool. And the colors are pretty, but I think they'd probably be too chunky for my liking. I like the fact that they're in singles though. Like they put them in singles so you can pick and choose which one you want instead of having it in a palette and making everyone buy all 4. Let me see. I think these are pretty reasonably priced. Let me see if I can find a price. Doesn't look like they've released the prices yet. Do we have a price? Doesn't look like there's a price just yet. So if you're interested in these at all, just follow Bitter Lace Beauty on Instagram, and I'm sure they will put their price up at some point. Moving on, we have the Only Magic palette from V Cosmetics. I think that's how you pronounce it. This looks to be a UK indie brand. Vegan, cruelty free, and the palette is like magic related. If it focuses. I mean, the colors in this, I like how the names are all very in keeping with each other. The colors are like pretty on point with the names, but this isn't really something that I'm interested in. I don't think I think if this is something like you like the whole magic thing, it could definitely be a cool palette for you to have in your collection. For £24, I mean, it's not the worst price. I'm just not really interested in the palette. Let me see if I have some swatches. The colors are nice. They seem to swatch pretty nice, but nothing new, nothing groundbreaking. I probably already have most of these colors in my collection, and I'm assuming that you guys probably do too if you have a pretty extensive makeup collection. Now, there's a few things this week that have grabbed my attention. This is one of them. This is the new Willy Wonka Exploders collection from Davina Cosmetics. I have to admit that I'm a little bit keen on these just because of the name of the collection. I was a huge Willy Wonka fan back in the day. I still really like Willy Wonka, especially the one with Johnny Depp in it where it's a little bit weird. I do like that movie. So based on the name, I was like, ooh, I could get behind these. These are shifty colors as well. Let me see if we have any. Some of these are very pretty. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see these. So these 5 here are all the colors in the collection. So they all seem to have a bit of a duochrome shift to them. Marshmallow pillows. I really like the names as well. We've got nerds. We've got marshmallow pillows. We've got kazookles. Oh, that one's really pretty. We've got runts and swatch. 2, 4, 6, 7. So there's still 2 more colors that they have to like release the actual swatches of. They're very pretty. They're very, very pretty. Let me see if there's a price. Why don't you have the prices? Dropping in June. I hate it when brands like release things and don't give you the price like straight away. Let me start saving so I know how much to save for so I can buy your products. I'm going to keep an eye on these. I'm interested. I'm going to say I'm interested. So I might pop these on my wish list and see. We have another highlighter palette. It's like the week for highlighter palettes. This is the Too Faced Triple Scoop Hyper Reflective Highlighting Palette. Say that 10 times fast. It's a cute little palette. Like the packaging's pretty cute, but I mean, it's the typical Neapolitan ice cream highlighter palette. But at the same time, I kind of like how they've done that theme considering what the palette looks like. This is what the swatches look like. They look quite chunky, actually. They're not that really nice, smooth, glowy highlight. They look quite chunky in the swatches. I would not be letting people release those photos if that was me. And they also got a pineapple glow mask. So this is a moisturizing and brightening mask. Right, okay. So he's expanding on the glow, the mask, the face mask. Surprised you didn't call it like pineapple job or pineapple glow job or something like that. I'm not gonna pick up that palette either. I don't want a Neapolitan ice cream highlighter palette, and it looks really chunky. Oh my gosh, no way. I'd be so disappointed if someone took photos of my highlighter palette and it turned out to be that. You'd be ashamed of the formula. That's just me. Trixie Mattel, so Trixie Cosmetics have revealed their first lipstick by the looks of it. So this is the color Stacy. It's a megawatt pink creamy matte lipstick with a heart-shaped packaging. This color is, whoa, like it is bright. Like it is super duper bright. I want to see what this looks like on the lips. It is so bright. Oh my gosh. It's like a really intense, vibrant pink. None of the pictures on her Instagram page appear to have her wearing this lipstick color. So I think it's a bit weird how like the order that they've released it. But anyway, this says it's a creamy matte. So I'm interested in this lipstick. I'm interested to see what people think of the formula, being that it's supposed to be a creamy matte. If it's a comfortable matte, which I hope is what they mean by creamy matte, maybe. I don't know whether I would wear that color anymore. I'm a very like nude lip, bright eyes at the moment. I don't remember the last time I wore a bright lip. What else do we have? That's the Huda setting spray. Kylie Cosmetics is branching into skincare. Seems to be a lot of makeup brands at the moment that are branching out into skincare, probably because there's so much money in the skincare market. It's like cosmetics and skincare, they're like the two biggest markets in the beauty industry. So I'm not surprised that a lot more brands are branching into skincare. This is like a full collection. We've got a face wash, we've got a scrub, a toner, serum, moisturizer, eye cream, or you can get the set. So I don't know about these prices. We have like $24 US, $22 US, $12 US, $28 US. You can buy the set for $125 US. My issue with this brand, well, this pricing range is, I don't know whether this is the same people that are making like the ColourPop skincare. For those of you that don't know, ColourPop have a skincare line. It's called Fourth Ray Beauty. I'm wondering whether it's the same like lab that make those products, because I'm pretty sure ColourPop still do like the stuff for Kylie Cosmetics. So I'm interested whether they do the Kylie skincare as well. And if they do, why is it so expensive? I don't know about those prices, particularly when it seems like a very cool skincare brand, not like a very research-based skincare brand. When I see brands and I know that there's lots of like research behind what they've put in their products and all that, I'm more willing to splash the cash for their skincare products. But when I just see someone that's like almost cash grabbing because they know there's so much money in skincare that they're just releasing these products and there's not any real information to back up their formulas or their products, I'm a little bit dubious to check them out or support them. I'm not sure. Not really interested. I think it's a smart move, like a smart business move. If you want to make more money, expand into skincare. Let me just see if there is anything new that has been released in the last couple of hours since I checked out my Instagram. Alien Cosmetics have revealed their up-and-coming Forever palette. This is like a romantic palette, I'm going to say. I mean, it's not the worst color scheme, but I've kind of seen it all before. I don't know. Eyeshadow palettes have to be a little bit different to grab my eye nowadays. Let me see, what else have we got? Oh, this is what I haven't talked about. This is the Max Up the Makeup Cosmetics Ready Set Summer Palette. This is $25 US, and we have a 9-pan eyeshadow palette. I don't know. Some of the colors in this palette look really nice. There's a few colors like this red here and this one down here. They look almost identical. Same with this one here and this one up the top. I mean, there's a slight difference, but they do look very close to color as well. I don't really like palettes when they have so many colors that are quite similar to each other. So yeah, I don't know. Max Up the Makeup was the one that came out with the Flower Child palette. So this could, I'm hoping that they kind of planned it to be almost complementary to each other. That could be a cool idea. But I would probably prefer, if I was going to pick up one of the two, to go for the Flower Child palette over this summer palette. What else? I swear there was something else that I had to talk about. Oh, that's what I was going to talk about. Too Faced are coming out with a new mascara, and the new mascara is called, let me see, I'm going to try and not play this video. So it is called the new Damn Girl Mascara. So I like the fact that they haven't gone with like a sexual theme for this product, which is a nice change for Too Faced. This product got like mistakenly released, probably by the original person that leaked it. Wasn't a mistake, but all the channels that kind of repost new releases didn't realize that it was a sneak peek before it was supposed to be. And then I thought it was really cool that Jared Blandino from Too Faced, instead of like throwing out a whole heap of cease and desist from all these Instagrammers and YouTubers that mentioned this product, he actually got on Instagram, was like, it got released early. It sucks that it got released early, but we're coming out with a new mascara and it's already been mentioned, but just so you guys know, it's coming out soon. I thought that was really cool. I thought it was really cool that he just owned it. Like, he absolutely owned it. Not usually the biggest fan of Jared, but I think it was really cool that he just like jumped on Instagram and owned the fact that it got sneak peeked early and wasn't supposed to be. So he just was like, yep, it's coming out, whatever. I won't buy it though, just so you know. I don't even know how much this is supposed to be. It is supposed to, it's supposed to last 24 hours. Who is wearing mascara for 24 hours? That is way too long to be wearing mascara for. It's coming out on the 23rd of May. So if you like Too Faced mascaras, this might be one that you want to check out. I didn't get on with the Better Than Sex mascara. It flaked really badly on me and like irritated my eyes. So I'm assuming I'm going to probably have the same problem with this one. There's something about the Too Faced like mascara formulas that just don't seem to work for me. Morphe have revealed a new palette, and this is the 39S palette. This is a pretty palette. Not gonna lie. This is like the first Morphe palette that I've been like, oh, that's all right. It's like a purple palette. For anyone that's been here for any prolonged period of time, you know that I absolutely love purple eyeshadow. It is like my Achilles heel. Purple, blue eyeshadow, like any of those kind of tones, I absolutely love. This is a really pretty palette. I'm not going to pick it up. I don't have anywhere to store a 35 pan palette this size, but it is a pretty palette. I'm not going to lie. It's pretty. Looks like it's got the middle row is like all the shimmers. We've got one pressed glitter in there. Why would you just put one pressed glitter in a palette? That seems very weird. Anyway, that's cool. Here's some swatches of the Juvia's Place palette. Now that I look at this, like the swatches, I'm tempted. Like the swatches look different to what's in the pan almost. Like in my mind, the swatches are more appealing than just looking at the pans. Let me know if you agree. The packaging, I always love Juvia's Place packaging. How cute is that? I just think their packaging is always really well done. I really like it. And it looks like it's the same size as the Nubian one. Is that the 1 or the 2, the green one? I think it's the Nubian 2 is the green one. What else do we have? Jouer looked to be sneak peeking a eyeshadow palette, but we haven't seen anything about it other than black and white pictures. So I'll mention that as soon as I actually see pictures of the palette, because otherwise there's no point in me showing you anything because it's just black and white pictures. Let me just have a look at indie releases, and then if there's no indie releases, we can wrap things up. I think that's probably it for this week, everyone, by the looks of it. Wasn't too much. I mean, there was a bit, but compared to some weeks, the last month or so, I think, in terms of new releases, like it hasn't been dead, but compared to like around Christmas time and stuff like that, it's been pretty quiet. I think I've pretty much mentioned all this before. Yeah, I think I definitely have. No, can't find anything new. So yeah, I might call that an end to this live stream. I hope you all enjoyed listening to me ramble on about new makeup releases. As always, I do this every Sunday now. So if you enjoyed yourself and you want to watch me again next Sunday, I jump on every Sunday. And I want to start giving you guys more notice, but I usually try and give you at least 1 or 2 hours notice. So I always post like a thumbnail on my YouTube page, and it shows you what time I'm going to be going live, so you can like set the reminder. So that way when I go live, it'll like your phone will send you a notification. So if you want to, yeah, but I'm gonna try and get like a time where I come on the same time every week, but that probably won't happen for quite a while because my schedule's all over the place at the moment. So unfortunately, you're just going to have to bear with and deal with my 1 to 2 hours notice. And yeah, so I'll be on every Sunday. So if you enjoy this live stream, then make sure you come back every Sunday and we can have a chat about new releases. And you can also let me know in the comments box while you're here your thoughts on any of the new releases as I'm going along. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And also, if you're new, I hope you would consider subscribing so you can keep up to date on all my live streams every Sunday and also all my other videos that I release throughout the week. That's it. I hope you had a fantastic Mother's Day for those of you that are a mother out there. And if you got to spend time with your mum, I hope you had a good day. And I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.